SEO and all that good stuff is a part of the business.
Right.
But it's very spiritual when we're talking about how you get the client and you're able to convict them or convince them to actually purchase your services and product. That's a different thing. And then so I
Yeah.
started thinking about like, dang, there's a certain like goal that I've always been trying to reach in my business, and it kind of like makes me
Like a
feel some type of way.
constellation
Yeah,
or
I've always wanted to make in total. Let's say I've always wanted to reach high six figures, or let's say seven, even $1 million in 1 year in my business, right? And I'm like, okay, I want to reach that, and while I've been able
and
to.
you are gonna reach that. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're gonna do that.
So while I've been able to hit six figures and consistently do that, I want to be able to scale. So I thought to myself, I said, you know what am I actually doing with my business, and how am I showing God that I am deserving of high six figures? Because I could be making like 100K a year or whatever case may be, which is good for an average person, especially for a
Yeah.
small business. But my potential is says high six figures or $1 million in a year. So if I want to reach that, how am I showing God that I'm grateful for the six figures that I'm making right now, the 100K or so that I'm making now in a year? Right? How am I operating that? Am I reinvesting that? Am I actually doing well by the money? Am I actually putting money to the side for any type of and I noticed that I started lacking in my discipline with that. And I said, okay, I got to get more discipline on how I spend my money. I got to get more discipline on where I put money at. I got to get more discipline with marketing. I have to get more discipline in these areas. I'm only telling you this because even in your startup phases, you start to feel like, okay, I want this, I want funding, I want this, I want that, I want that, I want that. But then it's also like, what you have right now, what you doing with it? Are you doing right by it? And are you taking your time with
Yeah.
it? And so I even had that revelation myself this weekend. And so even today, I'm even more fired up with making sure that I am finding ways to be more disciplined in
Yes.
what I'm building, because I've been at a standstill for like the last 2-3 years. A standstill, like
Oh.
I have not scaled. Like I've been at a standstill while my YouTube channel has been. I've been gaining followers. Yes, that's been scaling, but my clientele has kind of been the same. And I'm like, no, I
Okay.
want to scale. So if I want to scale, what am I doing what have I been doing and what am I doing that is showing that I'm ready to do that? So you will understand. I know you understand where I'm coming from, but
Yeah.
when you get to that point and you're like, okay, I'm ready to not only, okay, I've been doing t-shirt printing, I want to now go into embroidery. Like I want to have like these Letterman jackets or these big jackets or whatever, these coats, and I want to have like embroidery on it. Like when you say you want to scale and you want to reach a certain caliber type
Yes.
of clientele, what are you doing with your current clientele? That's saying, are you giving them good enough?
And
You know what I mean?
that brings
Quality.
me to the question of
Mm-hmm.
drop shipping.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Drop shipping, because I've been getting like tags from in TikTok. People
Mm-hmm.
tag me, "Hey, what do you do?" I'm into this drop shipping thing. I'm a marketer, manager. Hey, can we have a conversation or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
The girl I hired when I first started, she's the one that helped me, pretty much created the Wix platform, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she talked about drop and there was one company called, starts with an M. She told me to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was going to talk to you about too, the drop shipping thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you think about that? Because it does show all kind of different merchandise out there that maybe
Mm-hmm.
I could just kind of like tag in some of that stuff, and start building from that instead of just old T-shirts and hoodies. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Just elevating myself in that regard.
Yeah, I mean,
Uh,
yeah, you can.
I don't know how it works,
Yeah,
but I don't handle inventory is what I'm understanding of
yeah,
drop
that's how it works.
shipping.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm.
do you think that will be a good little level up to
I think
move
it
towards
would be very
scaling?
effective when we're talking about getting your products out there. From my understanding, drop shipping is where you would provide the products and then they would handle all of the disbursements for you. That's what I understand.
Oh,
But let me Google it so I can make sure I give you
okay.
like
Yeah, I was
some
wondering
good.
about that because isn't that what Printify? That's what they
Yes.
do, right? You know what I'm saying? They the same thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is exactly what Printify does. Okay, drop shipping is a retail fulfillment method where a business doesn't keep the products it sells in stock. Instead, when the customer places an order, the business purchases the item from a third party supplier who then ships the product directly to the customer. This allows businesses to operate without managing inventory or handling shipping logistics. So that's exactly what Printify does. All right, so the business sets up an online
Yeah.
store like Shopify or Wix.com, and they list their products from various suppliers. And then the customer purchase the product from your online store, like through Wix.com. And then what happens is the business receives the order and they forward it along with the customer shipping information to the chosen supplier. So like you'll
Oh.
forward it to Printify or whatever the case may be, right? Whoever the drop shipping company is. The supplier fulfills the order, packing and shipping the product directly to the customer. And the business earns the profit margin, which is the difference between the retail price and the supplier's wholesale price. So if you are, say, there's a shirt. So say there's a shirt you're selling that says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. But you didn't create that shirt. You understand? You didn't create that shirt.
Right.
The drop shipping company, let's say they have that shirt in stock. So you would list
Okay.
that shirt on your website. And what they would do is your
Oh.
clients, they will purchase it through your website. And you and the drop shipping company will share revenue off of that. And the drop shipping company is
Okay.
the ones that will fulfill the order because you don't have it in stock. What makes you different, right? So you could do that. That's no different from like buying, let's say, toys, like
Yeah.
little toys and stuff like slime, and all these kids like buying it and putting it on
Yeah.
Amazon store and just selling it through there, right? And partnering up with the slime company who produces it. That's no different from that, right? You just getting the affiliation or the percentage out of that. That's what that is. Or you can just do your own, go through Printify and create your own shirts. So you will be the one that creates and does the design. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me, with like fruits of the spirit and all kinds of stuff around it, right? And
Ooh, I can
you
do
would
that.
yeah, you would provide the design to like Printify or Printful. And then what they would do is they would, every time a person orders this particular shirt, then they would print on demand. That's called like print on demand. So they would print it
Yes.
and then they would ship it as well. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you have
Yeah.
two different
I do
options.
that. I do that with them now.
Hmm.
I mean, it's such an easy little marriage there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Because it's like, okay, I get out and create what I create,
Yeah.
and then they go ahead and just do the rest for me. I'm like, oh, I
Yeah.
love this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I am trying to figure out a way to scale myself,
Yeah.
and we'll have more talks about this. I'm like, what kind of way can I do it
Hmm.
where it's going to just be a perfect marriage? It
Yeah.
ain't nothing like a nice connection, man. We
Hmm.
could just scale together,
Hmm.
just take off. But
Yeah.
I got to think about what I'm going to do.
Hmm.
And like it's this one guy reached out to me last night. I think his name was Sean. He was saying that he works for he's a marketer of Etsy and
Hmm.
Shopify. Shopify
Hmm.
is pretty huge,
Hmm.
and so all he talked about, he brought this up again, GEO marketing.
Yeah.
They keep bringing that to me. This is the person said it's about
Yeah.
GEO marketing,
Yeah.
where you're trying to reach the people that you're reaching a certain demographic of people.
Right.
Like I noticed lately, my people are age 18 to 35.
Hmm.
They're in that. You got to look at what's attracting more. So I
Hmm.
pulled that up on Wix. Like how Wix has that,
Yeah. They have the
and
data
mine are
tracking.
major cities:
Hmm.
Las Vegas, L.A.,
Hmm.
Atlanta,
Hmm.
New
New
York,
York.
and then
Hmm.
Virginia.
Yeah.
Like my top
Hmm.
ones that are reaching more of.
Yeah.
And he said, well, you may need to target to them more than,
Hmm.
and have a higher
Yeah.
rate
Yeah.
turnout. I was like, oh, okay. How you do that? He said, well, if you call me, we'll talk about it.
Yeah. I mean, to
So
give you a tip,
I'm open to suggestions.
yeah, to give
Yeah,
you a tip,
yeah.
like once you've already done that and then really quick because I'm gonna get on live. But you've already able to identify the top 4 cities that actually, purchase your shirts and things like that, which is really good. So think about what their type of fashion is like. So you can always get on social media and look at ATL girls fashion, New York girls fashion, things like that. And then these t-shirts that you create, they can be a resemblance of their particular state. So you can have like New York State College, like a shirt that you could like that's like kind of resembles the colors, but not exactly New York State, because you don't want to get sued. So but it can be like the colors, right, that can say I'm a New York girl, right? I'm a New York girl. And it has like the New York State colors, right? But because majority of the people that purchase your shirts are from New York and they're women and they're between ages of 18 to 35, then you're actually niching down, like you're targeting them directly, specifically, and you'll notice that you'll start to get more sales. And then when you're doing marketing, when we're talking about ads and SEO, well, then when you are marketing, then you want to do since you have 4 cities, you want to do 4 different ads in all of those cities. And then like the more money you spend in whichever city gives you the more, let's say LA, you get more traffic from LA, right? And you get more conversions and purchases from LA. Excuse me. Then you would create like an LSU color type of shirt. I'm an LSU girl, or I'm an LA girl with LSU colors, right? Same thing. And then you would, because LA is like the top city that purchases a lot more of your shirts, you'll put more money into this ad. So let's say you'll put like $300, and then the other 4 cities you'll do $100 each. You understand? And when you do that, you'll start to see, you'll have, obviously you've already been getting more sales from Los Angeles, but you're going to get even double, if not double, triple, right? So you'll get like a lot more sales from doing that ad, which will allow you to be paid back from all the other ads you're doing in all the other cities. And then, with after 30 days or 45 days, you'll be able to determine like, was the ad worth it? And then you can create another t-shirt line and still keep that t-shirt line on your Wix.com. So that way people who are catching it late, they can still purchase it, things like that, right? So yeah, you'll be motivated. That's pretty much how that works. When the person that you were talking to, that's kind of how that works. What they would do is they would offer the done for you service. So they would do all the marketing and set up the ads for you, so you don't have to do it yourself, but it will be a hefty cost. But if that's something that you are interested in hiring a social media marketer for you, you just have to ask them, with this price that you're giving me, if it's like $1,000, $2,000, or whatever have you, is the marketing budget included in that? Let's say a $500 ad budget. Is that included in that, right? So you just ask those type of questions. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I sure will. I'm on it having conversations around about everything, what I need to know, and I'm gonna share stuff with you anyway. You know that, so
Yeah.
I know you gotta get online, and I know you gotta get off of here. I could talk to you for hours, but okay. So I work on the EIN number, the LLC, and get on the business my bank business. I got to learn how to say it. Yeah. So.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. So I'll have your business plan done in 7 days. We'll talk towards the end. We'll probably next week sometime. Okay.
Okay. And I'll see you out there on the YouTube.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you. Enjoy
Bye-bye.
your day.
All right. You too.
Okay.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Just another day, another way that I can help you guys out. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I'm Superior Shelby, your favorite 71% successful grant writer. I'm so happy that you guys are joining me. I was just on a Zoom call with one of our great friends here who joins us on YouTube. She actually purchased me, or help she hired me to write a business plan for her, but she also has some additional questions. When you hire me to do any service for you, rather that's writing a business plan and pitch deck and also doing grant writing for you, it comes with 2 consultations. So she decided to use this consultation before I write her business plan to ask me certain questions about business development, right? So things like how to build your business. So should she get an LLC or INC? Should she use a third-party site like Taylor Brands or LegalZoom or Zen Business to build her LLC? What was my opinion on that? What was my opinion on drop shipping versus print on demand? Things like that. So you do get the opportunity to be able to ask me any questions on these two consultations. Ultimately, if you are not hiring me for a service yet and you need to reassure yourself and you need something that's more affordable, because it is $300 for me to write a business plan for you, you can always pay $50 for me to have a 45-minute Zoom call with you, friend. So that way you can ask any like small business development question. I can coach you through it. All right. I'm going to give you some really good information and also my opinion from my experience. And then I'm going to help you reassure you on the right path. Okay. Now, you guys have clicked on this live stream video simply because you are looking to learn more about the $100,000 grant. In the description of this live stream is the $100,000 grant information, the link, the deadline date, and all of the information you need to know about this particular grant we're going to go over is inside the description of this video. Now, me, myself, I'm actually going to apply to it. Yeah, I'm going to apply to it. So I was thinking maybe I could just walk through it with you guys live. I started this live stream talking about over the weekend. So before I get into this, right, over the weekend, I had this like revelation of understanding that I want to scale my business. Now, like I said in the Zoom call with our friend, for the past 2 to 3 years, I've been at a standstill. And you guys will understand what I mean by that if you don't already do, which means I've been earning the same exact revenue every year or probably a couple dollars more. I've been having the same clientele type for the past 3 years. And I've also haven't been able to scale, right? Scale like as in like help more clients in a year. You understand? It's usually around let's say like 700 people or up to 1,000, but I want to reach like 2,000, 3,000 people I'm helping in a year. So I said to myself, well, what am I doing with the 700 to 1,000 people that I'm having now? What am I doing with the earned income and revenue that God has blessed me with? What am I doing? Am I giving enough value? I started really thinking and I'm like, then I came to the epiphany. I said, oh, my discipline. I'm being fully transparent here because we're all best friends here. We're all business best friends. Okay. No judgment here. We don't judge. But I noticed that I needed to increase my discipline with the way I spend money. Also noticed that I need to increase my discipline on being more firm about, ads and marketing and also my content. There's no reason why I shouldn't have a lot of like reels and shorts videos going everywhere through every social media platform because I offer so much good gems and games. And also, because I offer good gems, there are artificial intelligence tools like video.ai and so many different tools that can chop up my videos and literally use the key points of each video, either it's a live stream or a pre-recorded video, and I could just use that content and repurpose it. So I'm like, why aren't I doing that when I used to do that? And when I was doing that, I was able to get more eyes on my content, allowing me to gain more people that I can help, right? So I started thinking and I'm like, okay, I need to get more discipline about my content. I need to get more discipline about my spending, right? How I spend money as far as in like business and things like that and how I'm reinvesting in that. And also I need to get more discipline on writing grants for myself. I noticed that I want to say of just like a couple of weeks, I haven't really been like prioritizing writing at least one grant a day, sorry, a month, one grant a day for my business. I've also been really busy, so I do give myself grace, but I understand how to write grants and I'm quite quick with it and I'm already properly prepared. So I even asked myself a deeper question. Why did I stop applying to grants for myself? What happened? Time. And I'm not even going to dwell on what happened or what I'm not doing or highlight the reasons for why I'm not doing it. I'm just going to do it. So while you people feel like you need accountability too, I am really good at taking accountability for my own actions, and I'm disciplined enough and determined enough to be able to persevere through whatever I haven't done, and I'm able to start doing it now. So get ready to see more of me on the YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, whatever the case may be. Also putting out more articles, putting out more content specifically for my members, my channel. Are we back? I'm so sorry. Let me know because you guys know I'm in Africa, so sometimes the internet can be here and it can be there, but we're getting through it. Okay, so let me know if we are connected and if we are good to go. While you guys are letting me know if we are connected on my YouTube studio, it shows we're good to go. So I'm going to just shout y'all out while we are here. Okay, thank you so much for joining me, and I'm so sorry that the internet disconnected. Okay, we're back. Good. Shout out to Diamond, Dennis, Jay, Brittany. Thank you so much for being in here. Love your business plan and everything. I hope I get a chance to work with you. Gary, thank you so much for being here. Deja, thank you so much for being here. Trinity Now, shout out to you. Thank you so much for being here. Kelly Bradley, thank you so much for being here, my love. Thank you so much for being here. Noni, thank you. I haven't seen you in a minute, sis. Jamaica Love, thank you so much. Capricorn Diva, thank you so much for being here. I'm so blessed to have you all here in the chat with me. If you are watching this live stream after I've recorded it, I want to say thank you so much for choosing to watch this particular live stream, as we are going to apply to a $100,000 grant presented and sponsored by I Fund Women. I think it's going to be really cool. This grant is not only for women, it's for everybody. So I want everybody in the chat to buckle up, apply to this grant alongside with me. We are doing this live. I'm actually going to apply to it live for myself. I just want to walk through the application really to understand like what they're asking for. I don't know if I'll submit the application yet. I don't know. Okay. So we're just going to do it together. All right. Kelly says, I would like to apply. Awesome. So to reassure you guys, the application link and everything is in the description of this video. You can tap on my face. It should bring up description. If you are watching me on your laptop, which would be much better if you're watching me on your laptop, then you should be able to see description in a small hyperlink up under the video, and you'll be able to see the drop down, and it'll have all the links that you can directly click on, and then you can watch me side by side apply, and also you apply as well, okay? But if you guys are not in a space where you can like open up your laptops and all that good stuff, it's a-okay. That's fine. This is a recorded, live stream. So you'll be able to have the recording later on this evening. It should be uploaded. Okay. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love you guys too. Thank you, Jay. All right. So without further ado, right? And also shout out to Jamaica. Jamaica says, love it. I'm in the same boat. I was saying before we got cut off that it's very important that even you yourself, if you already have a small business and you've been generating revenue, shout out to you. Like, that's really good. Like, I'm really proud that you are generating revenue. You're able to make extra stream of income for yourself, or you are actually experiencing financial freedom. But if you are at a point where you are ready to scale, you want to get more clientele, you want to be able to be more creative in your business, you want to be able to help more people with what you're doing, right? And you've already been able to reach your first $1,000, $10,000, 15,000, but you're ready to make that six figures or more annually, then the question you should definitely ask yourself, just like I had that revelation this weekend, is what are you doing currently with the clients that you have right now, right? Are you doing something like customer retention? Customer retention could be like sending out email lists, right? Reaching out to them via text or email and saying, hey, we thank you so much for shopping with us back in June of 2025, and we want to reach out to you with a 10% coupon in case that you are running out of our product and you would like to come and shop with us again. We also have some new products, right? Customer retention. How are you keeping your customer in your ecosystem and keeping them coming back? Also, affiliations. I feel like you guys are so in love with my YouTube content and you actually love my service. A lot of you guys are a part of these different business groups, and I want to offer affiliations. So if you are in like a business group, especially like, how to buy a home business group, like a Discord or like a Facebook community group, and you are all entrepreneurs, right? And you're all entrepreneurs or startups, and you know that grants can help out your peers in those groups. I want to offer the ability to do affiliations with you guys. So not only will my company get paid, but you will get paid too, right? Which will be an extra stream of income for you. And also it will help gain more eyes, and it will allow me and my team to help more of you guys out there. So that's one way I can actually bring a lot of value to you guys too, doing affiliations. So just think about, what can you do, right? What can you offer? How are you treating your current clients that you've already had? And when you start to think about that, you're like, okay, in order for me to scale, I need to treat my clients better. I need to tighten up on my customer service, right? I need to get more disciplined in the way that I'm spending money. And that's me. I need to get disciplined on reinvesting in my company. I need to get disciplined in making sure I'm putting the actual percentages earnings weekly into the proper places. Yeah, friend. Friend. Okay. All right. I don't judge because I know I'm not perfect either. So we're going to do this together. And that's what I love the most about my channel. I'm not somebody who's going to flaunt, oh, I made $1,000,000, this and that. Not yet. Okay. Not yet. But even if so, I will be the person that will literally share what my challenges are and hoping that you would be able to learn from my own mistakes so you don't have to go through that either. Okay. And it is a challenge. You gotta train your brain. So discipline is needed. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pray, of course. Always keep God first. So I'm going to pray that God blesses me with the willpower and the discipline that I need to be able to get more serious about reinvesting in my company and doing affiliations and setting all those systems up. And then I'm also going to do some physical work. So working out, right? Working out is going to help train that brain and even power me up. It's like it's going to charge me up to be disciplined, right? It's something about working out early in the morning or at the start of your day that's going to properly prepare you for the rest of the day. You've already gotten the hardest thing out, so everything else is just pretty much easy. And then also setting up like a calendar. I want to be able to track my progress. So I'm going to create like this calendar and I'm gonna do like some green bubbles. And the more and more I see like green bubbles and stickers, then I'm gonna be even more motivated. I mean, maybe that's my youth coming out, but I like to see like stars, like the sticker stars. I get that from like when I was in third grade. I used to always like to see my behavior chart have all these stars. So the entire month I knew that I was gonna be able to get some candy out of the treasure box. Yes, I've always been chunky. Okay. So those are like three things that I'm going to do: pray, work out, right? And I'm going to create a calendar and I'm going to input every day what tasks I have completed. I'm going to make sure I choose only 5 tasks a day. And so my top 5, let's say we're going to call it top 5. And I'm going to check off everything I do every day on each day of the calendar, right? So maybe one day this week, I'll show you because I'm actually going to start this calendar today. So towards the end of the week, I'll probably show you what this whole week looks like. And I mean like on Saturday, because Sundays are rest days. Sundays will forever be rest days, as rest days physically, mentally, emotionally. I only go to church and that's it. Okay. That's a spiritual rest day. So Monday through Saturday, so probably on Small Business Saturdays when we talk about our wins and our lessons, I will be able to show you my actual business calendar, right? Let's call it like Superior Execution Calendar. I don't know. We'll give it a cool name. And I'll show you what it looks like. And if that's something that you're interested in, maybe I can share the calendar with you, like just a template. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. All right. So without further ado, without further ado, hey, what's up, Joe Young? Good morning. My first time seeing you. Hopped on during my break at work. Okay, so without further ado, thank you so much for joining in, friend. Let's go ahead and go over the $100,000 Poker Power by iPhone Women Power Play Small Business Grant. We are going to go over the grant. I've actually been going over the contest rules. So we'll go through the rules and then we'll also, I'm going to go through the application itself. Okay. All right. So let me go directly to the application. Curtis says, are you still doing that grant service business? Yes, absolutely. I have 2 different business models. You can pay $420. I will apply to 5 grants for you. Or you can do a monthly grant subscription for $3.99 a month. I will apply to 15 grants for you, or $5.99 a month where I would apply to 30 grants for you. Okay. So I've been writing grants. I will never be out of business doing that, Curtis. So I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. So even if you come 10 years from now, I probably would have a whole new grant writing tool that you can gain. Okay. So yes, I'm never going to leave that business at all. Okay. So, oh Lord, my grand angel. Absolutely. Thanks so much. Oh, yay. Our friend I just got a new client testimonial. So we can read it together or watch it together if it's a video or whatever. I literally just got the notification. So we could take a look at my client testimonial. Okay. All right. So let's go over the grants, and I'm going to go through the actual application itself so that way you are reassured on what you need to have before you decide to apply to the grant yourself. Okay. All right. So let's go through it. All right. So how much for the subscription? So it can be, if you want me to apply to 15 grants, it is $3.99 a month. You have to subscribe for at least 2 months before you decide to unsubscribe or cancel. 15 grants, $3.99 a month. I'll grants for you for $3.99 a month. That is a grant writing subscription. A subscription is like paying for Netflix every month. Okay, that's a subscription. Then you have $5.99 a month, and I will write 30 grants for you every month. $5.99 a month, 30 grants for you every month. For the $5.99, you also get my personal WhatsApp chat number, and we are consistently in the chat, me, you, and your assigned grant writer from my team. And any documents or any questions that you might have or that we might have or need, we will reach out to you through our WhatsApp chat. That's how that works. Or you can do a one-off. A one-off is you don't want to subscribe to a grant writing, like you don't want to pay consistently for grant writing, you just want to give it a try. So the one-off is $420, and I will apply to 5 grants for you. 5 grants for $420. That's a one-off. Or you can do a grant writing subscription where I am consistently applying to grants for you. 15 grants for $3.99 a month, or 30 grants for $5.99 a month. Still cheaper than your favorite grant writer that has almost 1 million subscribers or 1 million followers on Instagram and that's charging $900 just for 3. Go check her out. Respectfully. Okay. All right, cool. So keep in mind that grant writers get paid up front. Maybe I should say this. Grant writers get paid up front. Okay. We do not get paid on the back end. It is against our code of ethics. We will get our certifications taken away if we take anything out of your reward. We can never guarantee that you will win a grant that we submit. You are paying a grant writer to save you time and also to save you the hassle of searching for a grant and submitting the grant application. What also comes with my service is 2 consultations. And in addition to that, we would also manage the grant. So once we submit the grant application to you, when they correspond via email and they say, hey, Janelle, we love your business and we want to give you $100,000, but we need for you to submit this, and this. Then what we do is you will forward that email to me and to my team, and we would actually manage that, providing them with all the documentation and answering any additional questions they might have. So that way they can be reassured that they are choosing you as a candidate, and this is the best choice that they're making for the perfect candidate for that $100,000 grant. Okay, awesome. I don't know why you're saying $3.99 LOL. I was thinking, I was like, can I do that now? Oh, like $3.99? No, $300. $399. $399. Do I look like a $2? All this knowledge I give. All this knowledge I give, and I would be worth $4. Now, wow. Since I get it, I was like, no, too low. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. You wish, but no. Um, no. So it's $399. I will apply to 15 grants for you every month, or $599. I would apply to 30 grants a month, or you can do a one-off and it's $420. Please keep in mind. Curtis says, oh, no, you don't. They don't know your history. It's okay. I give grace. I understand. So please keep in mind, you need to have a business plan, a pitch deck, and a 3-minute pitch video. I don't just accept clients because you got the money. I need to make sure you're properly prepared because, hey, I want to increase my chances of approvals with the grant I'm applying to for you. I want to increase my success rate. You understand? And the way that I increase my success rate is only taking on clients who are professionally and properly prepared. If you don't have a business plan and a pitch deck, then allow me to write that for you for $300. Okay. Hey, how are you? I hope all is well from Kenya. What a beautiful country. Yeah. All right. So Any more questions before I go over this $100,000 grant? Any more questions? Remember, this grant is only for US. You must be based in the United States of America. You must be a company based in the United States of America. Cool. You must be a startup or an already like LLC holding type of business. This is not for nonprofits. Even if you don't have your LLC and you are starting a business, it's okay. This is $100,000 you can use to start your business. This grant is for all genders, male, female, or non binary. This grant is for all races and ethnic groups: white, black, Latino, Latina, indigenous, Asian American, Nigerian American. You understand? This grant is also for all sexualities, LGBTIAQ plus. Okay. This $100,000 grant is for everybody who lives in the United States who wants to start a business. We're going to go over the rules so you can help it can best help you form your answers while we are walking through this. Okay. Any other questions do we have? No questions. We're good. Okay. Let's get down to business. All right. So Poker Power, the link to this grant is in literally is in the description. Okay. It's in the description. Let me see if I can copy it and put it inside of the chat really quick. All right. I also put it in the chat for you. All right. So in order for you, I Fund Women, which is IFW, all right, is also by they got bought out by Honeycomb Credit. Remember, we were talking about Honeycomb Credit a year ago. Every year they do like a $5,000 or $10,000 grant, especially at the beginning of the year. So they bought out the company, or they're partnered with I Fund Women. But this grant is not only just for women, it's also for all businesses, all people, right? All right, so let's read through it and then we are going to apply. So it says Poker Power and I Fund Women, IFW, $100,000 Power Play Small Business Grant. Poker Power is partnering up with I Fund Women to launch the largest grant in I Fund Women's history. 10 finalists will head to New York City on November 18, 2025 to compete for the $100,000 grant, 6 months of I Fund Women coaching, 4 Poker Power mentorship sessions, and a 4-week poker course. If you're ready to level up your business, then apply now. I already have the official rules pulled up, so let's get to the official rules. 1 second. All right. So just to reassure y'all, I'll come back to number 7 because I was reading through it myself because obviously I'm applying. Okay, so don't sleep on it. $100,000 that you can get September 26th. What does not mean? Wait until a lot of the times the sooner you times is first come first serve, friend. All right, acceptance of the official rules. Eligibility, let's get to that because pretty much if you accept the terms and conditions, then you're good to go. It says the contest is open to any natural persons of any gender who is a legal resident of one of the 50 states of the United States. Okay. Yes. Persons in any of the following category are not eligible to participate in the contest or win any prizes as defined below. You cannot be an employee of I Fund Women, director, agent, or independent contractors of I Fund Women, sponsor, or any contest partner, directors, agents, and independent contractors of the advertising and promotional agencies of I Fund Women, sponsor, or any contest partner, persons who are immediate family. So you cannot be the spouse, mother, father, sister, brother, daughter, or son of anybody who works for I Fund Women. All right. How to enter? You just simply submit your grant, your entry. That's pretty much it. I've read through all of this stuff, so this stuff didn't really say anything. So Let me just get to the point of judging. This is why it's very important for you to read will grant official rules, all right, because it's going to tell you exactly how they are choosing the winner and how they're judging you. Judging and winner determination. The judging period. So September 26th is the deadline date to submit the application. From September 7th through October 31st is when they are doing what's called the judging period. So eligible entries will be evaluated by iFund Women and the sponsor. All right. And it says judging method and criteria. The judges will make their decision by awarding point value to 20. So you can get the highest score is 20 points of each category. So category 1, you must have a compelling story of entrepreneurship. All right. The highest points you can get is 20 points. Strength of entrance business metrics. Strength of entrance, the entrant is you. So strength of your company's business metrics. So can you show that you have a scaling company? Or can you show that you know about the market and why this is needed? Right? Can you show, so why this is needed is like showing actual metrics, showing actual facts, explaining. We've noticed that our market of selling skincare products, that it is a growing rate of 29% every year of people buying skincare products. It's skincare products that have SPF, sunproof, or whatever the case may be, right? You know what I mean. But give like of metrics. Planned use of funds in the event the entrant is selected as a winner, you get up to 20 points. So explain to them directly exactly how you plan to use the 100K. Quality of digital presence, written materials, or visual media. Digital presence is, do you have a nice like digital presence? Social media, at least some social media. Okay, even if you don't have a website, social media. All right, have you been posting on social media? Can somebody actually scroll through and go through go to your social media channel, and they're able to understand and identify exactly what you sell and what you do? Written materials. So that's pretty much, your business plan or what you are saying on the actual, how you're answering the questions on the application, and or visual media. So if you provide a pitch video, all right, what is the quality of that? You get up to 20 points. Entrance brand alignment with the sponsor. So the sponsor is a poker, obviously it's a poker playing type of company. So does your brand align with the sponsor? If it doesn't, that's a-okay. I mean, you get up to 20 points. It's all right. It's not going to stop you from not winning. It's just you won't get like a full 20 points if your brand doesn't align with it, or you can find a way to align your brand with it. Okay. One way you can find a way that you can align with the brand sponsor is to learn more about the brand sponsor's mission, right? So what is their ultimate mission? Okay. There you go. In all cases, potential winners, as defined below, must meet the requirements of these official rules to officially qualify as the winners, subject to verification. So the announcement, winners will be announced publicly after the judging period concludes and on a date to be determined by iPhone Women and the sponsor. All right. So after the judging, which is October 31st, then they will let you know from October 31st until like November 18th. They'll let you know. And they will let you know via email. So you get 100K in US dollars. All right. So you get that. You also get 6 months of iPhone Women coaching. You get 4 months of mentorship sessions with Poker Power founder Jenny Jess, and 3 with her trusted network to develop core life skills for entrepreneurs and small business owners. You get 1 4-week poker class provided by Poker Power. All right, so you have that. Let me see here. So this is me. This is what I do. I'm going to copy Poker Power founder Jenny, and I'm actually Google this person. Because I want to know like what is her mission? This is how you find out if, oh, here we go. Look, Google brought it out right up. Our mission, life skills through poker. Let's click on it. This is how you're able to align your business brand with that particular sponsor. The sponsor is Poker Power. All right, that's the sponsor. But the person who, like, the people who's giving out the grant is iPhone Women. They're just using iPhone Women to do it. All right, so it says our mission is to empower you with essential life skills through strategic, engaging experience so you can play life differently, whether you're at work, at home, or anywhere in between. So they started, Poker Power started as a spark between a self-made billionaire, Jenny Just, and her daughter, Juliet, in 2020. What began as a casual experiment, gathering Juliet's friends and their moms for a few poker lessons, quickly revealed something bigger. Poker isn't just a game, it's a tool to build confidence, own your space, and play to win. So, your mission really needs to so when you are talking about your business and how your business can reflect what their mission is, ultimately what I'm getting out of that is that they are they are like they literally created Poker Power as a as like not just an experiment, but and not just as a game, but as like a confidence booster and as a way for you to um, be very strategic. So the best way I can explain this is if you are in the consulting space, especially if you're doing something like coaching people how to do a specific skill, right? You can explain how your consulting company or how your education helps build confidence of others and also allows them to have a strategic way of thinking. And also in your community gives an enhanced, engaging experience. You're literally using the words from out of their mission to align with what your business does on the grant application. That's actually going to help you out with increasing your chances of approvals. What you just saw me do is that I literally just copied Poker Power founder Jenny because I found out, okay, this is the person who owns Poker Power. Googled her, and actually on the side of Google, it came up as the business mission for Poker Power. Went directly to their business mission so I can learn more about this sponsor that's giving out $100,000. So when I am submitting the grant application, I can make sure that my answers are within alignment of the sponsor's mission. Want to know why I'm doing that? Because it simply says, one of the ways that I'm getting judged on this grant application is the entrance, so which is me, my brand alignment with the sponsor. I need to hit all 20 points. If my brand is Superior Solutions. I educate you guys how to get grants and how to increase your confidence on submitting grant applications. That's what I do all day, every day. All right. So if that's the case, then my brand definitely aligns with the sponsor. Confidence, right? Let's go back to it. Confidence. They use the word confidence. Strategic. Is your product and service offering like a strategic experience? Right? Are you helping? It says, where did we start? They started in 2020 during COVID, and the Juliet's friends and their moms for a few poker lessons, and then they quickly revealed something bigger. That poker isn't just a game; it's a tool to build confidence in your own space and play to win. If you are like a person that is helping with mental health development, or you're helping people with developing their character so they can be more confident, this is like your brand actually aligns with Poker Power's mission. Yeah. So you can play life differently, whether you're at work, at home, or anywhere in between. To empower you with essential life skills through a strategic, engaging experience. I have a strategic, engaging experience. When I get on daily live streams every day and I'm teaching you about how to apply to these opportunities, I'm reassuring you that you are worthy of getting debt free money to be able to start your business. And you can apply to these opportunities whether you're at work, at home, or anywhere in between. You could potentially win. You could potentially win a grant, and winning grants and going for grants is no different from, it's kind of like a gamble, kind of like poker. Makes sense. All right, so that's that. Let me see. Let's go back to this. All right. So, okay, yeah. So just want to show y'all that I did that. That was a gem I just dropped. I hope y'all really caught that and understood that, because all grants have unofficial rules. Winner's notification, your winner will receive notification via email. All right. So that's what that says. You have 5 days to respond. So please make sure you check your email. Yeah, everything else is just regular stuff. Okay. All right. So let's go through the actual application itself. All right. We're going to click on apply now. We are kind of doing the same. We use Dungeons and Dragons for mental health. Awesome. All right. In order for you to submit the application, yes, you do have to have a iFund Women account, I believe. So keep that in mind. Yeah. So let's click on apply now. All right. So we are going to put in our name, email, charge, the business address is Street 900 Miami, Florida. Where did federal states at? When did that even become a state? Like I always wondered that. 333 33130. Sorry. Country, United States. Phone number 855-731-1487. Are you a parent? No. Are you a student? No. Age range, I am 30 and over, so 25 to 34. When it comes to your gender, how do you identify? Female. I'm Black, African American. That's it. That's what I go by. Save and continue. No, you don't need to be a woman to apply for this one. This is for all races, genders, ethnic groups, sexualities. You can apply. Business name, Superior Business Solutions. Let's see the full business name. Proof of concept is where I am as the stage of my business. Your stages in your business, are you in your idea phases? You have not generated revenue, or you generated small revenue, let's say less than 5K. Proof of concept, you actually have generated revenue over $5,000. You've also, you have some client testimonial. Beta testing or pre-revenue, that's the same thing. So let's say you are developing a tech app or a game system or something, and you already have the physical, like the mock-up or like a prototype, but you have not generated any revenue, that's fine. Product in market and generating revenue, that's quite direct. So I'm just gonna actually this one. I excited. So you sold your company, woohoo, that's really good. All right. So does your business have a website? Mine's does, but if you don't have a website, you can put no. So that way you can keep it pushing. You won't have that drop down. Okay. But my business has a website. I'm going to put my URL in there. Everybody, you can visit superchargemybusiness.com. This is a actual business website. So yeah. Okay. This is my business website. I'm sorry that I have to say it in that way, but when you scroll down, you can click on book a call. So that's grant eligibility calls. That's when we hop on Zoom. Business plan development, you can go ahead and purchase $300. I'll write a business plan and pitch deck for you. Grant writing services, you can pay $420 for me to write 5 grants for you. Okay. Everything is in here that you need. My testimonials, you would just click on testimonials and it should come up. So you should be good to go. Okay. Here from our clients, it should be coming up shortly. Here you go. You got video testimonials of all of these amazing people that have had something really nice to say about my clientele. And I have a new one. So we'll go over that in a minute. All right. So when did I start my business? I started my business like in June 2018. Okay, and how would you describe, this is the date that's on my LLC. How would you describe your business, small business? What is your business? How was your business registered? LLC. I saw the question in the chat. Sorry. I saw the question in the chat. Can it be a corp, Curtis? Yes, it can. All right. C corp or S corp? You choose. Are you a nonprofit, partnership, B Corp, sole proprietor, business has not been registered yet? You would click on this. This is for all my startups who have not registered their company yet as a LLC, S Corp, or C Corp. All right. So yeah. What is your primary business model? I am business to business, really. How do you sell your products and services online? What primary business sector are you in? Do they have consulting, business services? That would be it. Hold on. You have healthcare, food and beverage, finance and economy, retail, science, sports, technology, transportation, travel, wellness, beauty, business services, art, media, and entertainment. So, business services is what it is. Which industries do you specialize in? So, I'm in consulting. So, this dives deeper, niches down to specifically what you do in that industry. So, I'm into consulting, and that's really it. I can say influencer in a way. I've been doing this for so long. Yeah. Makeup, mental health, marketing services, medical supplies and devices, on landscaping and gardening. They have a lot for y'all. How many full-time employees do you have? I'll put 3 for now. Part-time influencers. Um, Part-time or a few freelancers. I'll put 4. What is sorry, 4? 4. What's your business status as of right now? Just getting started, growing rapidly, holding steady. So I'm holding steady. Growing slowly, stagnating, pivoting, or closing down. I'm in between. I would say stagnant. I'm quite stagnant. Yeah. You guys choose. If you're just getting started, you would click on that one. What are the top business challenges you're facing? This is really cool. They give you answers. Managing my business, I need engaging multimedia, promoting my business, standing out from my competitors, securing outside funding, finding new clients and new customers. That will probably be mine. I need to build up my personal, professional, and social media network, launching my business or product. I don't have a coach or a mentor to help me. Launching or improving my website. So yeah, securing outside funding, standing out from my competitors, promoting my business. Yeah. All right. So that's that. So you choose select up to 5. All right. You can select up to 5 with this one. All right. Save and continue. Let's keep moving forward. What I also like about this grant is, as you can tell at the top, they actually have a full it's telling you like what you're like a progress tracker. So it's telling you how to go. All right. So funding details. So this is where we are going to actually put in some answers. All right. 51, tell us about your company and its capital needs. All right. So I'm not going to fill this out right now, but yeah, you guys get it. Tell us about your company and its capital needs. So explain to them. They gave you an example here. It says, I own a bakery and we are now shipping products via online sales. I need $50,000 to purchase a new commercial and invest in proper packing for shipping and hire part-time marketing persons. So I'll put I own a business development consultancy. We specialize in business business development coaching, grant writing services, and writing business plans for our clients. Our clients are startups and seasoned businesses. We would like to use $100,000 to invest in our payroll, strategic marketing, strategic marketing. Let's see, skill development, and to offer a $5,000 grant each quarter of the year. Let's say we'll do that, right? And I'll actually say, let's say 10,000. Okay, cool. So I own a small a business development consultancy. We specialize in business development coaching, grant writing services, and writing business clients. Our clients are startups and seasoned businesses. We would like to use $100,000 to invest in strategic marketing, skill development, and to offer a $10,000 grant each quarter of the year. Right, there we go. Okay, what currency does your business primarily use? US dollar. How much funding are you looking for? 100K. Okay, so that's it. 100,000. When do you need the capital? Right now, I'll put August 2025. What are you going to use the capital for? So this is how I'm going to answer. I would use the capital to invest into our payroll marketing strategy and marketing strategy. What else I said? Marketing strategy, skill development, and and giving back to our clients or our audience. Our clients. We would be extremely resourceful. What can I spell today? Extremely resourceful. So sorry, y'all, because I'm like also trying to do other things. Resourceful, I'll come back. Resourceful, and I just want to get through this. Resourceful, and so that way y'all have an example. Spreading out this grant in a 4-quarter year. Q1, we would invest. Okay, so how I will finish this, right? Because this is going to take me a while. So pretty much, what would you use the capital for, right? So I would, for me personally, and what I'm going to do for my business is that I would actually break it down in 4 quarters, and I'm going to give that to them. Now you could be different. You might be a person that needs a full $100,000, and also you can say I'm investing this $100,000 and to be able to get my trucking business started, or to purchase my first truck, my first semi truck, so that way I can put it on the road. Whatever it is that you're going to use 100K for, but be very detailed about it. What I mean by detailed is once I explain to them quarter one, I'm going to invest into my my marketing strategy, right? So let's say that quarter one, I'm going to invest into my marketing strategy, so that way I can say quarter one, I'm going to invest it's if each quarter, let's say each quarter, sorry, is I would say we would be extremely resourceful in spreading out this grant in a 4 quarter year. Um, I'll say spending 25K each quarter. Okay. Each quarter. So, um, so let's say quarter one, I would say in quarter one, we would spend $5,000 into our marketing strategy. Within that first quarter, we'll be able to use the metrics from our already social media channel, YouTube, that has 56K subscribers, and I will be able to target those top four states that we get a lot of responses from. We'll also use, so that's 5,000. So we got 20,000 left. We would use 5,000 to go into our payroll to be able to hire more people, right? To hire another person. 5,000 will go into skill development, which will be the training to be able to teach that person how to perform. And also that person will be able to help us build our systems. Let's say we want to hire a specific person. Like the other day, last week, I told y'all I hired a UI UX person, right? So I hired a UI UX person for when I'm doing my new tech app. So I can say, okay, 5,000 I'm going to spend for my marketing strategy. I'm going to be using my marketing strategy. We're going to use the metrics that we already have from our YouTube channel with over 56K subscribers, allowing us to target those main areas that we already get conversions and responses from. To 5,000, another 5,000, we are going to invest into our payroll. We're going to be able to hire those persons to be able to manage our marketing team. Another 5,000 can go into skill development. So we are going to develop the skills for not only for our entire team, and the founder will also be able to invest that into her own coaching, so that way she can be able to get more receive more feedback from her marketing strategy. And then another 5,000 would go into, then we could say, then we'll do like a $10,000 grant. Okay. We already spent 15,000 on skill development, payroll, and marketing. So $10,000, we would actually give out a grant of, let's say, $10,000. We'll give out a grant to five people from our audience through our social media, allowing them to receive $2,000 each, to be able to start a business, something like that, right? Or we'll give out two $5,000 grants to someone from our audience, being able to, drive in more people. This will allow us to build our email list with all of the grant submissions. This will also allow us to be able to, all this other stuff. So that's what I would actually put. What you would put is how you would actually use the $100,000 if that's what you need. Okay. And it asks you how much money do you need and when do you need it. So you need to put in what you need, and explain that. How would you use the money? And not only how you would use the money, but explaining how it will be impactful to your development, right? With me being able to invest into my marketing strategy, I'll be able to create more awareness about our services, which is small business development and also grant services too, allowing more and more startups and small business owners having the ability and the opportunity to use our services to write grants for them, to save them time. Skill development allows us to freshen up, allowing us to develop our creative writing skills, and also allowing us to be able to, train our team to be stellar grant writers. And then payroll will be able to hire more people. That way we can take on more customers, right? And then let's say giving back to our clients allows us to keep our clients in our ecosystem, and it also allows them to do word of mouth. Once a few people have applied to our grant and they've actually won in real life, then they can be reassured that grants are a real thing, and they will be motivated to not only gain our services and hire us, but they'll also be motivated to tell other people about the grant that they won. You understand? So with explaining how you will make the money, also go into detail about how it will be impactful to your business. Okay. Are you starting a Hello Skip type of business? No. I know Ryder from Skip, Dennis. I've known Ryder since 2020, since he started Hello Skip. He came to Miami and we had a, let me see if I can find, I have the picture on my, it's like I have a picture. I have all that stuff when he came to Miami and we hung out. I know Ryder directly. It's like, I'm not starting a Hello Skip type of business because Hello Skip is not a business, it's a nonprofit organization. Okay. Hello Skip is their own thing. I'm my own thing. Get it? Yeah, I'm a small business development coach. So you hire me for my expertise, for me explaining and helping you and guiding you through things. And also, you hire my team to write business plans and pitch decks for you, also to write grants for you, right? Hello Skip, he started out with doing credit. He's more of like funding, so helping businesses get funded, right? So he's going to do everything with that has to do with funding and helping you get funded. Whereas with me, I'm actually helping you scale. I want you to build the best business. I want you to build on a strong, solid foundation. And I also want you to be educated on how you can get free money to be able to do that. Okay. So that's the difference. All right. So, and also they have an app. I don't have an app or anything like that. Okay. So answer that. Has anyone ever asked you to invest in your business? Yes. Okay. Lots of people ask to invest in my business. But I've always been afraid to take that on. Do you have a business plan or financial projections? Yes. If not, you will put no. Do you have a business plan? Everybody should say yes. Everybody should say yes to this one. Okay. How much revenue do you generate per year? Okay. So you put how much you generate. I'm just going to put 200K. All right. Do you know your credit score? Actually, no, I don't. I haven't lived in the United States in so long. Do you have a bookkeeper or an accountant? Yes, I do, which is QuickBooks. I use QuickBooks. Okay. QuickBooks. Have you updated your books in the last 90 days? Yes, it's like literally an everyday thing. Have you raised outside capital for your business? So like outside capital is funding raised from crowdfunding, grants, loans, venture capital. It does not include revenue generated by the business or money. So yes, I've actually raised outside capital before. I've gotten capital loans before. What type of funding did you get? So it's now it's going to ask you, did you get equity crowdfunding? Did you win a pitch competition, a cash grant, equity grant, traditional bank or SBA loan? I took a loan from friends and family. I got an online loan. Um, did you get like I got COVID relief funding from the government? I actually did get that. So yeah. Let me see. I raised angel equity, venture capitalist. I have not raised money for my business yet. Let's say I got an online loan. We can say that. I took a loan from a traditional. Yeah, it wasn't like a traditional. It's like something different. So yeah. Have you ever applied for a bank loan or online loan? Yes, I have. Was your application approved? Yes. For you, it can be no, no. Have you ever crowdfunded before? No, I haven't. Have you heard of crowdfunding? Yes. Have you ever contributed to a crowdfunding campaign? Yes, I have. On a scale of 1 to 5, with 1 being terrified, 5 being excited, how do you feel about crowdfunding? It actually excites me. It allows you to network too, even if you don't get money. How much capital have you raised in total? So this is the amount that you will put that you've gotten in loans and all that good stuff. I would say like I got almost like so 180K. All right. Yeah. Save and continue. All right, we're getting through. So, poker power. This is aligning with the company's mission. What is your business? What is your company mission? Put that in there. Define your company's target customer. All right. I will put when it says define your company's target customer, I would put in like if you are already selling the product and you are getting sales from this one type of client, then I would really dive deep into the behaviors of this client. So that's what for example, our target customer is a 35 and older year old male or female or family of 4, whatever the case may be, that love to go hiking, and they are really interested in these hiking boots that we sell, right? They like to travel 3 times, 4 times a year. They mainly live in the Midwest, whatever the case may be. Okay, you need to explain who is your target customer. In the space below, fill in this sentence. My company makes money by selling blank to blank. All right, so this is very, very simple. Very simple. That's what you put. You would literally, you can copy this. My company makes money by selling blah, blah, blah to who. What sparked your idea? So, what sparked your idea? Why you? Why now? We don't want the resume version. Tell your story. Tell the story only you can tell. All right. So, what sparked your idea? For me, I was in a really rough time in my other business, in my trucking company. And the worst case scenario happened. And this was actually during COVID. And I learned more about the importance of grants during that time. While I had already won a small grant once before, it wasn't really in my business service at the time because I was just really focused on consulting and also building business credit. But instead, since I knew that business credit was more debt for your business and I didn't want to continue to pile on debt for my company, especially during after receiving a COVID relief funds or whatever, or in the process of getting approved for that, I was able to get approved for a grant of $10,000. And then that's when I knew that grants is actually something more powerful than just applying, simply submitting an application. So I decided to use the platform that I already had where I was talking about business credit, which at the time I had like only 10,000 subscribers. And I decided to transform the pivot the conversation and focus more on grants. So why me? I should be chosen for this grant because I will be able to give back to the audience that has subscribed and that has been watching me for years and that has also subscribed to my services that I offer and that have been trusting me for all of these years, for at least 6 years that I've been on YouTube, talking about grants. Why I should use the money, I should be able to get the money now because being able to receive the $100,000 now will allow me to provide $10,000 grants on a quarterly basis now, being more impactful to the community that are interested in these types of opportunities. That's what I would put here. Remember, you only got a limit of 1,000. Let me see. Yeah, 1,000 characters. So that's what I would say. Yes, you could type this out, but I'm probably like talk it out like I just did, and then allow my computer to type it out for me. That's like the easiest way because I'm better with speaking. Let me see. Have you ever played poker before? Honestly, no. No, I've never played, but I'm excited to learn. No, for real, I am. What do you think you learned from playing poker that you can relate to running a business? Now, this is good. I like that they asked this question because this is going to allow me to go back to the poker powers mission. And I can say, I believe playing poker is more of a strategy, and those strategies that you learn while playing poker to win allows you to develop in those essential life skills so you can be a better version of yourself, more calculated. That's what I would put here. That is going to align with the poker powers mission, what I just said. Okay. Is your business currently profitable? Yes, profitable for over 2 years. So that's me. Um, no, expect to be profitable within 12 months. So if you are a startup, not sure when we'll reach profitability, expect to be profitable in more than 12 months. So you can, whichever makes, if you are a startup and you plan to start making profits within 12 months, then you will hit this one. If you won $100,000 grant, how would you allocate the funds? Okay, how would you allocate the funds? Please specify the percentage of each expense and explaining your reasoning. So you could literally go back to your last question, the last page, and copy and paste that right here because you've already answered this question. If you won $100,000 grant, how would you allocate the funds? I said like stated in the last question on um, why I needed the 100K, right? I would break this up in 4 quarters, investing in these key places, and also it will be impactful, allowing me to explaining your reasoning is explaining like how would this be impactful to you. Name your business's biggest competitors and how is your business different in strategy. All right. So biggest competitor would be, I guess you can say Hello Skip. Hello Skip is a nonprofit organization app that also uses artificial intelligence and has a full dashboard full of different grants that you can apply to. However, what they don't offer is a direct one-on-one done for you service, and also they don't offer to apply to more than 5 grants for you on a monthly basis. However, with my services, we are able to apply to up to 30 grants every month, essentially applying to 1 grant a day, allowing our clients to increase their chances of approvals and opportunities with grants. Because just like poker, we know that there's no guaranteed win. You see how I tie that together? Cool. Another big competitor would be, I don't know, somebody else on social media who is selling grant services. What makes us different from them? While they offer the done for you services, we are the most affordable in the United States. What makes us more affordable? The average grant writer in the United States, whether it's through Upwork, a freelancer site like Upwork.com or Fiverr, or even a reputable grant writing consultancy, right? They charge anywhere between $500 to $1,000 to write up to 3 grants for each person, and it does not come with or it may come with a writing proposal, but it doesn't come with a business plan or a pitch deck. While a writing proposal is good to come with a grant application or the grant applying process, it's totally different. A proposal is different from a business plan. So it doesn't allow the client to be able to thoroughly explain what are the metrics or the goals that they can potentially reach without them having a full business plan. All right, so that's what I will put there. Okay, cool. What is your leadership style? I lead with my heart and gut. I instinctively know the right things to do. I'm a strategic leader. I always thinking ahead years down the road. I'm a operational leader. I love the roadmap and I love a roadmap and I stick to it. I'm a product or technical leader who focuses on building the best products possible for our customers. So I'm strategic, always thinking ahead years down the road. So I'm very strategic. Um, Founders wear a lot of hats. Which of these skills do you use most in your day to day, and how does that skill show up in your work? So you can be risk taking, resourcefulness, emotional intelligence, confidence, or decision making. I would say that I'm really good in all of these areas. Which of these skills do you use most? Decision making. How does that skill show up in your work? Yeah. And so you would explain this is like just something. If you are emotional intelligence, right? If you use emotional intelligence, right, that would be quite easy. So I don't get upset every time I speak with a client and they actually don't purchase my services. Instead, I find a way to still provide them with value by sending them a YouTube video and showing them that I'm still a trustworthy individual that they can come back to when they do have the funds available, or if they need reassurance on purchasing my services and products, whatever the case may be. All right, so emotional intelligence is a really good one. Risk taking. If you're taking always a risk taker, you can say, this skill shows up in my work by allowing me to go for each opportunity, no matter what the outcome might be, which allows me to build in all of the other areas like confidence, decision making, emotional intelligence, and resourcefulness. By me taking a risk, I'm able to meet those people at different networking events or at different pitch competitions, and I'm resourceful by using that particular connection I made. Also, emotional intelligence, risk taking allows me to be strong in my emotional intelligence. So when I receive a no versus a yes, if I get more no's than yes, then I'm not hurt by it. I don't take it as a loss. I take it as a lesson. It helps me build confidence in my decision making, because I know that the lesson that I learned before, I can make the right decision moving forward in my business path. Okay, so risk taking is one that can be very, you can put it all together. Which skill do you want to level up, and how would this grant get you there? All right, so it could be risk taking for you. How would this grant get you there? Applying to this grant allows me to is a risk that I'm actually taking. I'm taking out the not only the time and efforts that it takes me to submit this grant application to put into answering these questions, but I also don't know for a fact if it is a guaranteed win. However, I'm taking the risk and I'm making sure that I'm being very direct in my answers and detailed to show you all at iPhone Women and the sponsor, um, Poker Power, that I am the best candidate for this grant opportunity. All right, so you can say something like that. Does this poker grant come from a casino? No, it comes from a founder. She's a billionaire named Jenny. Her and her daughter Juliet, they actually created Poker Power during 2020 when everybody was kind of like on lockdown. They invited their friends over and the moms of the friends, and they all learned how to play poker, and it just, they made it like a consistent thing. But the founder of she was already a billionaire. All right. I don't know what she was doing, but yeah. All right, so let's go through. So this is where we get to the marketing side of things, and then we're going to go to acknowledgments, and we'll be done with the grant itself. Okay. So how many Instagram followers do you have? Okay, so I think I have 14,000. What's your Instagram URL? You could put that down there. How many Facebook followers do you have? I think like 2,000. Put the URL there. How many LinkedIn followers do you have? I think like not even 200. Put the URL there. How many X followers do you have? I don't have X. How many YouTube subscribers do you have? 56. We'll just say 56,000. Put the YouTube channel URL there. How many TikTok followers do you have? I have like 700. You put the handle there. And do you have an email list that you use for marketing? Yes. All right. How many email subscribers do you have? How often do you email your community? All right. This question right here this solidifies what I was talking about earlier about how I'm giving value to my clients. I have an email list of over 3,000 of y'all, and I'm not using it properly. So yeah, that's why I'm going to tighten up. All right. So let me put zeros in here so that way we can just get through this. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All right. Okay. So your video grant sponsors prefer applications with a video of you talking about your business. While this is optional, it's highly recommended. Don't overthink it. Use a video you already have, or uh, turn on your smartphone and record something quickly. YouTube, Venmo, or Instagram links are preferred. So you can always upload your video to YouTube and put it under you don't have to put it as public. You can put it as like like a link. So only persons, like as far as in sharing it, only people with a link can actually view. This will actually is a really good thing to use YouTube for, because it will allow you to see like how many people viewed it, and if you get like one view, well, that will let you know, okay, they have already viewed my video, so that means they are on my application right now. That means that they have viewed my application. Okay. That's what let me explain to you even more in depth. Let me see if I can. When you upload a video, let me show you. Let me show you really quick. When you upload a video, I'm just gonna just upload something. Okay. Um, so you put your thumbnail there, all that good stuff, all that good stuff. When you get to visibility, no, it's not for kids. Next. Okay. Okay. Next. Hold on. Add suitability. This is all what I have to do because I'm monetized, but probably y'all don't have to go through all these steps. So let me get to the visibility part. Hold on. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Using YouTube will be the best. So we go next. Go next. So we go next. Go next. Hit next. Okay, so right here, it says, I hope we're back. Y'all let me know if we're back. It says private. Only you and people you choose can watch your video. You can put it as private, okay? Or you can put it as unlisted, which means anyone with the video can watch your video. Anyone with a link to your video can watch the video. This is very important. You will literally click on the link and then you would copy that video link and paste it into whatever have you, okay? So use YouTube, upload your video when you're talking about your business. Your pitch video should be on YouTube. Make it as unlisted and then copy the link, and then you would use this link and you would actually put it inside. Cancel upload before that uploads. I uploaded that video. You would literally use that one unlisted, okay? Use that link and put that link in there, okay? So that's what you would do. All right, let me bring y'all back up so we can make sure we're back in action. All right, so that's what you would do for that particular part. You will put it right there. Your headshot, you need to you need to have a headshot photo. Everybody who has a business must have a headshot photo. This is like a thumbnail, but something like that. You know, whatever have you. I have all of my headshot photos inside of my Canva, but just upload a headshot photo. Okay. Let's see what else. What else is more to this application? All right, so you uploaded your headshot. Okay, so save and continue. And then acknowledgments. Yes, send me text messages about new grants, funding opportunities, events, promotions, and all that good stuff. You can click yes if you want to. You don't have to. And you have to accept the terms and conditions and submit the application. That is the entire, we have went through the welcome page, the basics, the business details, the funding details, the poker power, everything about like connecting with the brand, marketing. And then we also, this is the acknowledgments. Okay, so we have went through all 6 or 7 of these points of the application. Once you have completed it, you accepted the terms and conditions, then you can simply submit. Okay, so that's the actual grant application. These are the people. This is the woman who Jenny, right, the billionaire who started Poker Power. This is her son, not her son, her daughter, sorry, Juliet. And they started Poker Power, and it's pretty much a teaches you how to play poker, but also the whole purpose is to teach you how to be more strategic and develop life skills. Okay, so yeah, you guys, that's the whole $100,000 Poker Power I Fund Women Power Play Small Business Grant. What questions do y'all have? We actually walked through the entire grant together. So what questions do y'all have about this grant? We've been on here for like an hour, 30 minutes. But the first 30 minutes, I was on like a Zoom call. So what questions do you have for moi? Okay. Yes, I'm submitting this grant application. I'm definitely submitting. I'm definitely 100,000. You ain't gotta tell me twice. I just walked through the whole grant, so I know what's to be expected. I'm about to get my headshot photo together. I'm about to get my pitch deck together. Yeah. All of that. I'm getting all of that. My pitch video, sorry, my pitch video together. I know exactly how I'm going to answer these questions. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. What questions do you? This grant is a grant that it takes time to walk through. So I don't think I would do like a grant walkthrough class for this one. But if you want me and my team to apply to this grant and other grants for you, then you have that option. You can always hire me for a one-off, and we would apply to not only this grant but 4 additional grants with this. So a total of 5 grants for you for $420. $420, you can do that. Make sure you have, remember, they ask for a video, even though it's optional, is increase your chances of approval. So you need to have a pitch video. If you have a business plan, this will be easy to answer as well, because it asks you what is your business mission and all that good stuff. Also, what else did they ask? They asked more of behavioral questions. So that was really good to narrow down to like what type of entrepreneur you are. I know I talk about this a lot, but I talk about, you guys, I'm pretty sure you remember me saying, oh, grantors can tell when you are just a entrepreneur that just wants to make money, or you are mission driven. And these behavioral type of questions that they ask on this application is able to help them best narrow down to, are you a actual deep thinking, detailed, strategic type of mission driven type of entrepreneur, or do you just want the $100,000 just because you want to go for it, right? So this is going to help them narrow down. All right, so I am in about an hour ago. Uh, Puma Co X says, I know you say never use AI for answers, but can we use it for inspiration on how to write it? Yeah, you can. You can use it. But I mean, it's quite straightforward if you think about it, especially with us walking through the application. It's very straight. All the questions that they're asking is quite straightforward, and they also give you examples. So it just takes you to sit back and really think about it and find your best ways to form your answer. Now, what I would do is I would form my answer, then I would put it inside of Grammarly and make sure that the grammar and the spelling and everything like that is correct. But yeah, I mean, you can have AI kind of give you an idea, but this grant application is not hard at all. All the questions that they ask is literally direct. What would you need for what? How much money do you need? When do you need it? What would you use it for? How, like, why should you be chosen, right? And all the other questions are basically about you as an entrepreneur. And I'm pretty sure you would not use AI for that, because you yourself know your experience so far of you starting your company. Why did you get this idea? Why did you decide to start your company? Why did you know what I mean? So majority of the questions outside of the funding part of like how you would use 100K, the other questions are more about your behavior and experience as an entrepreneur. So I'm pretty sure you don't want to use AI for that, because it's not the AI's experience, it's your experience. The application isn't hard, but I have to go to New York and then compete if I'm selected as one of the 10. What is this competition? Yes. So that right there, it says that the 10 finalists will have to go to New York. I did read that in their official rules. Like, what does that look like? So I guess that's going to be like to be determined. But you do have to go to New York November 18th. I believe pitch competition. So essentially, what you would do is you would probably be on the stage and you would just be talking about your products and services, and you would answer a few questions, and then they would, choose a grand prize winner for 100K. So most likely that's what it is. Great question. Great question. What other questions do you guys have? Yeah, so let me see. Grand test official rules. So there is a possibility of only one person getting 100,000? Yes, only one person. And I'm going through the official rules, but yes, one. The individual by acceptance of official rules, eligibility, how to enter, general entry conditions. So you're limited one application per person per business. Discernment prizes. Okay, winner shall receive the following prizes. So it's only one winner. It doesn't say winners. It's only one winner that will receive 100,000, and also 6 months of coaching and all this other good stuff. All details restricted. Not certified. The awarding process not intended. So let me see. When a notification prize, they'll let you know via email. I'm trying to see more about this whole going to New York thing. Okay, notification response. We have 5 days. Prize notification to provide any requisite information necessary to verify eligibility and to accept the prize. iPhone women sponsors shall have no liability for any prize notification that is lost. Okay. iPhone women or a sponsor may successfully attempt to contact up to 5 potential alternate winners in accordance with such procedure. So that's if you don't respond back. I didn't know we was messing up. I'm sorry, y'all. Okay. Okay, sorry, y'all. I didn't know that we was faded. Okay, so it does say 10 finalists will head to NYC on November 18th to compete for the grand prize. The grand prize is 100K. So that's how it works. Okay, so yeah, you do have to compete. Usually it's like a pitch competition type of thing. You would really talk about your business in that moment. And then, move forward from there. So yeah. Okay, cool beans. Um, okay, I have to come back to this. Come back to this. Okay. And then to wrap up today's live stream, sorry, we've been on here for a while. I got a new client testimonial. So she says, "Thank you for the opportunity to learn more about my business plan. This session has truly been a remarkable experience for me. I greatly appreciate every moment. Thank you so much to our friend, and thank you so much for being a part of everything." All right, so you guys, it has been fun. We've been on here for a little minute. I'm going to let you guys go on this blessed Monday. Make it happen on Monday. I'm going to start everything that I need to get my head together. I also have to get ready to work out too. So I'm probably going to eat and then work out. That feels better. So we'll talk later. All right. Later today. Sorry about the keep refreshing, keep refreshing. Yeah, I'll see y'all later. All right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me today. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye bye.